Yeah,
too.
that's a
And
good
if
idea.
kids' birthday.
I've got a whole nother sheet that's not in here right now that also asks about like favorite teams or restaurants and stuff. Because if
Yes, I'll
you
send that.
close, you want to have that to rely on and give them something that's a customized gift as opposed to a doormat or something that says their name on it. So I have that. This is a satisfaction guarantee sheet, and this is a cancellation guarantee. So these are all in here on top of my About JC thing. And then on the right side, I've got a packet. So in this packet is a home buyer homework assignment that I give them. And I've got this, which you're all familiar with, right? And I've got a blank RPA, front and back, just nothing in it. But so here's what I do. I rely primarily on this to get the thing going. And a lot of times, depending on who the client is and where they're at in the stage, I will start with this. And I'll really take some time to go through the whole process. And I'll explain each step and what it means, what's expected of them, how, like, for example, after offer accepted, how quickly you need to get your earnest money deposit in. What does earnest money deposit mean? Is it refundable? What's it protected by? Well, as you go through this thing, you explain all that to them, right? So I go through that, ask them if they have any questions or comments. A lot of times I'll go from there to the search criteria. Sometimes I'll start with the search criteria and then go to this, just kind of go with the flow of the conversation, really. And then when you've explained everything and you've taken their information and you seem like you're in a good place, of course, you need to close again, right? Okay, have you guys got any questions? Does this sound like it makes sense to you? You guys feel good about moving forward and working together? That's a pretty soft close, but it's positive and you're not looking for a way out. And if that's a good yes, a lot of times what I'll do is go to the buyer agreement. I won't even bring out the satisfaction guarantee or cancellation guarantee. I'll kind of just leave that underneath. And I'll quickly go through this and I'll say, look, this is just a one-page document that says that we're going to work together. We don't need to get married, but let's just be exclusive for a little while. That's kind of like a little thing that I'll say. And people usually laugh. Yeah. So there's some bonuses in here. Look, I offer a guaranteed home warranty. I think Kyle put that in his thing. So, I tell them, look, it's my job to negotiate for you, and out of the gate, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to guarantee that I can negotiate a free home warranty paid for by the sellers. And if I can't, I'll pay for it myself. And that's one of the bonuses. I tell them about the moving truck. That's another bonus that we've got. And if need be, we move into the satisfaction guarantee, which is I'll sell it for you for free within, I say, a year. And no charge on my company, and then if they're really balking, we break out the cancellation guarantee and say, look, like I said, we don't need to get married, but let's just know that we're going to be working together, move forward. And if you forget about a long lost cousin who happens to be in the business or something like that, as some family member's upset with you that you're not working with them, just let me know. All it takes is a phone call or an email and we can cancel this thing. And then I have the cancellation guarantee. So I also take the opportunity to explain how commissions work. People really appreciate you talking about money right away. It seems counterintuitive, but it's really great for buyers because you're not charging them anything. Except for $400.
A lot of them think they're.
Yeah. So a lot of times I'll just say, do you guys know how money works with realtors? Most of the time they don't. Just say, so you explain. The way it works is the listing agent and the seller agree on a commission, and that listing agent actually shares that commission with us, the buyer's agent. So you get the opportunity to hire a professional who's looking out only for your best interest, and you don't have to pay me. Isn't that cool? Oh, I had no idea. That's great. Yeah. The only thing that we ask is for a $400 fee that goes towards a transaction coordinator to make sure that you're properly disclosed on all your paperwork, that we don't miss any deadlines. And that's not now. It's not up front. We don't want your money now. It's only if and when you close and buy a home with us. Does that sound cool? Yeah, no problem. $400 easy. So that's how I get the $400 transaction fee every time. I've never, maybe one time somebody's given me a hard time about it. And what do you do? Okay, it's not a big deal. In fact, I've been thinking about increasing it because it's just, It's a layup. So they sign the buyer agreement, and I tell them, we got homework for you. So you didn't know you're coming in here, you're gonna have a homework assignment today. So first thing you need to do, sometimes they're already working on it, a lot of times they're not, is to work on the pre-approval process. So that's when you throw them to Jason and you say, look, you gotta get this thing, before we even get out and look at homes, we gotta make sure we know exactly what you can afford, because I don't want you getting your hopes up thinking that this is your price range when really it's this, or who knows, maybe you can afford more than you think. But the important part is we know that for sure. It also saves you guys time, because there's no way I want to be showing somebody homes who can't afford to buy a home. Our time is valuable, right? So the first bullet point is the home pre-approval. The next one is I make every buyer give me a cover letter. So even if they don't assemble it and put it in a nice little Word document, I've had text messages that are like this long on my phone, and I copy and paste it, put it into Word. I go on Facebook, I find pictures of them, and I make it look nice. Print out these cover letters that we used when we wrote the offer, and I hand deliver them. And it's an anniversary gift. This thing costs like $1 or $2, and that's just white paper that I printed it on. It's nothing in a bag, but it's heartfelt, and people really appreciate it. So that's another reason to have it. Of course you want to have it, because I'm not joking when I tell you that I've literally had these cover letters make a difference between getting an accepted offer or not. I've had buyer or listing agents tell me, hey, we've got 3 offers, but my sellers really resonate with yours. Can you come up to this price? Because you're not the highest. Sure, no problem. Now you got a deal that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So always make your buyers write those things and use stories like that. I say that same thing just about every single time. And it's not bullshit, it's real. It's happened multiple times. I especially do that if I know it's real competitive. I will have that letter included in the offer, and then I'll also follow up either with a video of them in front of the home, or if it didn't work out for some reason, I'll just ask my buyers to do something on their phone and send it to me, and I can then send it to the agent really quickly and easily. And that carries a lot of weight too. I just closed one last month that did the trick for sure.